This is Bitcoin's 1 second chart, and you can see massive volatility. But let's talk about, is the bull market over? What am I going to be doing here moving forward? Also, why did altcoins lose 80% of their value? Why were they able to lose 80% of their value? And we're out walking the dogs to get this emergency upload out today, everybody. So we want to talk about the match, the gasoline poured all over that match, and talk about some of the FUD and some of the rumors here. So the match was the Trump tariff escalation with China. It started February, March, where it kind of hit its peak, and then it kind of been cooling down since then. But China was still upset about AI chips, being restricted. They retaliated with their own restriction on rare earth metals, and then Trump retaliated with ratcheting up the tariffs across the board. They're now higher than they've been during any point during the Trump presidency. But why did that affect Bitcoin so much? Why did it affect these altcoins 80%? Well, it was a good lesson in the liquidity not quite being commensurate to the market cap, or there's not enough liquidity to support these giant market caps. Up at a pause, there's a car passing me, but $1 million sell pressure, moving a market cap $100 million, it's just kind of showing you that there's not a lot of liquidity. There's not a lot of action between the buyers and the sellers for some of these altcoins, and there had to be a little bit of a reckoning, everybody, and that's exactly what happened. Now, as far as, the severity of this was about as worse as it's ever been. The liquidations so far seems like it's totaling around $20 billion. 19.1 is the last number that I've seen. For reference, March 2020 COVID crash was only about $1.5 billion. FTX was only about $1.5 billion. So losing $19 billion, that created a classic long squeeze. There was longs getting wrecked. When those longs close, it acts as a sell pressure, pushes the price lower and lower, and then we ended up seeing massive liquidations across the board. Now, there wasn't liquidations everywhere though. Does seem like there were some insiders cashing in on this information. There was an $11 billion Bitcoin whale. He opened up some shorts right before the tariff announcement, ended up making, I think, $190 million is kind of what the numbers we're seeing so far. But let's talk about the baseless FUD, the rumors. I'm hearing things, crypto.com is down. That doesn't seem to be true. I'm hearing things, Wintermute is down. Wintermute is a market maker. That doesn't seem to be true. And it's kind of funny, people are blaming Wintermute for making money off of dips and manipulation. And when there's massive dips and manipulation, now they're losing money. Didn't really make a lot of sense there. So it does seem like there's going to be maybe a whale. It's going to be ended up not quite surviving this. A couple exchanges, the smaller ones, maybe they won't quite survive this. We will find out more over the couple days, over the couple weeks here. I'm DZ. I appreciate you guys watching this. What am I going to be doing? Folks, now is the time. We deployed some dry capital. We ended up buying a little bit of Link yesterday in the live stream. You guys picked it. I wanted to buy Bitcoin. You guys wanted me to buy some Chainlink, so we bought a little Chainlink. And now is the time to, watch the leverage on the altcoins. If you just have to get a trade, I think there's going to be some good spot orders. Now is the time to start doing some low limit orders on the alts that you believe in. Only buy the things that you believe in. I believe in Bitcoin and I believe in altcoins that have good revenue. That's where I'm going to be parking my cash moving forward. I'm DZ for Discover Crypto, and just go out, folks. Touch some grass. That's all I'm asking.